Welcome to the Big D Sports Hub, and this is the aftermath. Here we're going to be analyzing the North London Derby win, Arsenal 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. It's always a good feeling beating Tottenham, North London is red. It's high time to banter those lots. I mean, this win was so needed because we needed to improve the feel-good factor within the fan base. The last two games has dampened a lot of hopes within the season. So, the fact that we played Tottenham and we won them against a bit, shabbily, if you ask me, because it wasn't a very convincing performance. But a win is a win is a win, This could actually be a catalyst to resuscitate our season. So, it's a welcome development, and I'm very, very happy. So, 3 points. Just talk about the game. I like the spirit of the game. I like the urgency of the players, especially in the first 30 minutes. Spurs were very depleted. But the fact that there was the last two games, the way it went, the narratives from the media, it didn't get to the players, and they took advantage. They ran with it from the first whistle, and had it been not for poor finishing, we should have been about 2-3-0 up in the first 20 minutes. I'll talk about that later. But against the run of play, Tottenham took the lead, which I dreaded the most. Has been our story for much of the season. But thankfully we came back and we led to 2-1. And the game was kind of shabby. In the first half, we didn't finish our meal. In the second half, it was even worse. So that's the story of the game. Special mention to Declan Rice. Declan Rice has been superb. The way he takes those corners are unbelievable. He looks like a prime Beckham with the way he takes those corners. And, his effect, I think Arteta needs to sort it out. I like the fact that he's a runner. Arteta just sort it out if he's going to be a 6 or an 8, because I like the fact that he stops transition. A couple of times that Spurs wanted to just hit us on transition, he was there to evade every form of risk that Tottenham was presenting. So kudos to Declan Rice. Special mention to Timber as well. Odegaard played well. The orchestrated stuff. Trossard, aside, he had a goal, but aside the goal, there was nothing much. Raheem Sterling is the guy's short of confidence. I just feel our whole attack, right from the 8 down to the down forward, the front 5, there seems to be a whole lot of they're down in form, and there's so much cautious play as against just taking the bull by the horn. There was so much of a cautious play as against just going ruthless. But I don't want to dwell on that. It's just going to be a very short video. We won the game. I just want to analyze the game from 3 standpoints. I'm going to talk about the positives. I'm going to talk about the cons. And at the same time, we're going to talk about the next step. So the positives. When you consider how the season have gone, we are now 4 points off Liverpool, considering the issues that we'll face this season. The injuries, first of all. We've had a lot of injuries this year. The red cards, some of them shabbily given red cards that we've had this season, and the bad referee call. So for us to factor all that in, I can also include the way we've actually placed ourselves in this position by not, doing very well in the summer transfer window. To be 4 points adrift of Liverpool, who are the high flyers of the league this season, I think is a huge positive. And I think going forward, it could be an advantage. I mean, if we get the right players in, it could actually, catapult our season and make us better, in the run off for the title. My second positive is MLS, Miles Lewis Kelly. That guy is 18. I hear all the buzz around Ethan Nwaneri, but I mean, I'm an astute follower of the academy, and I've always just respected the boy. And something within me just tells me that the boy was just a quiet go-getter. He just quietly goes about doing his own thing, doing what he's supposed to do. But I mean, the way that guy has played has further just, made me have questions about what was the signing of, Calafiori about. I'm not in any way trying to dispel Calafiori as a good player, but we bought him as a left back. But Miles Lewis Kelly has been doing that very, very well since he came into the team, and he could also play. I mean, there's a guy who can actually play across that left-hand side, including the midfield. So that's another Highlander in there, and it's always a joy to, see an Highlander come in and, get into the team. So that's my second positive. And like I said before, my third positive would be this win would improve the feel-good factor within the team. The last two times could, jeopardize every meaningful zest that we have towards the season. But, the win again, the North London Derby win could actually revitalize any kind of hope that we have towards the title. So I think the feel-good factor will be improved. I think the players will actually start developing more confidence after this win. So those are my positives. Now to the cons. Our attack is desperately out of form. Some of the games, this has to be one of the worst North London Derby wins that I've seen, Ideally, we should have beaten Spurs like a 7-1 or 8-1 if we took our chances. And this is actually far from just needing a striker right now. We need a winger as well. Odegaard missing chances. Trossard missing chances. Martinelli missing chances. Our attack is desperately out of form. I just hope this win will sort of bring some revitalize, the attack roles going forward. My second cons would be that the neutrals can, further figure us out. Spurs were shit, if you ask me. Spurs were terrible today. And we were very predictable as well. Even with their makeshift defense, and like they had an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old playing center back who has never played center back before. So, and we're playing Aston Villa next. So I just feel it's made the neutrals to further figure us out. But I just hope maybe with them signing somebody that could change it. I mean, there is nothing to be so optimistic about the way I've seen Raheem Sterling play today. He could not even beat his man, and you can see teams, those guys were desperately short of confidence going forward. Now to our next steps, we need to strengthen. I can't believe this is the 15 going on the 16, and we've still not added anybody, to this squad. I mean, I just saw Mikel Arteta's press conference, and they said they better look quickly. Our next couple of games are super intense games. Aston Villa is next, and they have John Duran coming back, and they're firing all cylinders. If we play the way we played today against Villa, honestly, it could be a very long day. So I believe the board, I hear Josh Conke is in London. Whatever they have to do, they have to do it in time. It's teaching time saves nine. You have to push through and getting bodies in, you know. Other than that, you know, it's a good Wednesday. North London is red. Arsenal 3 points. Second on the table. 4 points adrift Liverpool. Good times, people. Good times. That's it from me. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll hear from you soon. Thank you.